The report from USFRA states that 1/3 of Midwest cropland identifies as low yielding, and it's costing farmers $200 an acre. Jeff, what is your reaction to that, and what would you tell other farmers about this?
That number, Bruno, can go in a little more depth, but it's quite a wide range for what farmers, how they farm, the types of crops they have, the rent they pay, and some of that land, if you're paying, crazy rents that happen across the country, it's going to be even a bigger number than that probably. So farmers, and I've had this kind of thought for a long time, we all do things a little differently, and we allocate our costs different. And that's probably something with working with Bruno over the last decade. I've had a consistent way that I do my costs so he can reference those when he looks at my data, and because they fit. But every farmer is different in how we do things.
Right. Bruno, can you speak to this statement? Oh,
I would fully support and agree what Jeff said. There is a very broad range of economics and losses. And as he mentioned, the cost of the land, whether you own it or lend it, for people to know, about close to 70% of the U.S. farmland is rented. And those prices varies a lot. But at the same time, if you have a low yielding area, let's say in the state of Iowa, maybe a medium to a high place in someplace else, but the cost of production would also vary. So because, both seeds and land. So the variable then number, it's a good example because I want to make sure farmers understand the low and stable zones are not things that they say, oh, I don't have it in my field. Oh my, they look. It's basically significantly lower yield than the mean of the field. So 150 bushel corn, it could potentially be low and stable. But if the break-even cost is at 175 bushels, you can do the math. You do 25 bushel times 5, and that's your 100 and odds that you will lose every single year. So that's what is important. It's now managing to a level of details that to the farmer we say, no, I'm fine. Well, yes, but 150 bushels versus 170 may not necessarily be a good thing constantly, throughout the years, as you said. And so that number varies again, but the opportunity of at least understanding the ranges where you basically are, it will lead to certainly bringing the benefits, because you will know that you have almost a different individual. That place needs different amount of fertilizer, possibly, the number of seeds could vary and so on. So reducing the cost can be an opportunity in addition to selling to the market. What we call, there's an opportunity for farmers. There's more demand on transparent, ways things are calculated, carbon intensity score for bioenergy. So those, since you cannot get the yield greater, you can still have a low carbon intensity score or low emissions or low leaching from low productivity areas if you reduce, the management inputs that kind of drive you down economically.